Hey, what's up, you guys? Thank you so much for hanging out with me as we go ahead and take a look into the next episode of Boy Meets World. This is season number 1, episode number 14, called She Loves Me, She Loves Me Not. Now, reading the title to this next one, this definitely gives me some Eric kind of vibes. You know, Eric is all about the ladies at this point in his life. He's what, like 15, 16 years old, definitely in high school. So my guess going into this next episode is that we're going to be dealing with some stuff with Eric in this episode. Now, I'm not too entirely sure. The show overall is based about Corey. But I don't know. I'm catching a vibe that this is going to talk about possibly Eric, but who knows? We got to watch this next episode and see what we're getting ourselves into. So if you are a fan of Boy Meets World and what we do here at Geeked Out Nation, don't forget to leave us a like, comment, subscribe, and check us out on our Patreon if you guys want some early and unedited episodes. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look and see what we're getting ourselves into. This is Boy Meets World, and here we go. Okay, really quick, just because now that I see what's happening here, it might be Minkus. This could possibly mean him, because he did look like he had some kind of feelings for Topanga in the last episode. But let's continue watching. We'll see what happens.
It's like that was just before Bambi's mother caught that bullet.
Wow.
What movie they'd make? It's Minkus in Love.
Corey.
Mr. Matthews.
Mr. Feeney?
I thought the school said they were sending over good students.
Nah, you see, the problem with the smart kids is they all have goals to pursue. I'm just looking to get out of algebra.
Lucky me. Proceed.
Hi, kids. I'm Eric. I'm in the 10th grade at Adams High, the school you'll all be going to next year.
At least all of us who pass.
Hey,
Oh.
pass this.
Please, class, give Mr. Matthews your attention.
Matthews?
Oh, yeah, I'm Corey's older brother. I got the good hair. Anyway, next year, you guys will be 7th graders, or as the upperclassmen will be calling you, Flemballs. No offense, man.
I have a question.
Who cares?
This isn't like home, Eric. In here, when I raise my hand, balls.
Do I have to?
I wouldn't.
Dropped it.
What do I owe you?
Mr. Feeney's like, finally.
You know, I'd like to see more of her. Him.
And yet, she's not over at Minkus's house unloading brownies.
Oh.
It
Oh.
all has to start somewhere. See, Minkus gets squishy about Topanga. Topanga gets squishy about you. One day you're solid as...
Sure did. Yep.
Oh, wow, she did that quick.
Great. She does it all, but now she has to do it all at home. But I was hoping I could stay. You can't. We're over the legal hair limit of this room.
Oh, that's messed up, Corey.
That wasn't very polite.
Right.
I can't afford to be polite, Mom. I'm polite, squish.
Find you very informative.
Hey, everything
I
I
get
told
it.
him about the parties and clothes is true.
Well, that may be. But you didn't tell him the whole truth.
Right.
Like what?
Well, like, up until now, they've lived... Yes. But the moment you stepped into that classroom,
You was one.
you became one.
Right. I get it. Oh, I love Mr. Feeney, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Feeney, you are the man. I love Mr. Feeney.
Time to get home and get ready. Get ready? I mean, get the tape. That's all. Bye.
Get ready.
Oh, man, she's got a fine for you.
What do I?
Oh,
care?
Minkus
All I
looks
want
mad.
from her is brownies and cookies.
That's 3 words.
What's going on here? I don't want girls to like me. Why is everything changing?
Hey, Topanga from... Topanga Matthews. Mrs. Eric Matthews.
Oh.
What?
Oh, wow. I mean, I guess I should have seen it, but I didn't think about that.
She's 11. She's too young to have feelings like that.
Minkus is only 11 and he loves her.
Say that word. Nobody loves anybody. I mean, you're babe.
Like you?
Well, I understood it at 14, but hey, I was a natural.
Look, Eric, you gotta kiss her off. Get her out
What?
of your life and mine.
She's not in mine.
Well, she's gone. We can name our children Chewbacca and Plankton.
I'm Okay, I'll get rid of her. What do you want?
Not any normal girl. A totally weird girl. Topanga Lawrence.
Well, I bet most girls.
He won?
Yeah, but then you get a break.
You do?
Yeah, you die. Topanga, right? Have a seat.
Oh no. Aw.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to go, but I was thinking couch.
Whatever you want.
What?
Your aura was glowing.
Okay.
Be that as it may, my aura is too old for you to be looking at.
I don't understand.
Well, it's because you're not ready to understand.
I am ready.
You're not. Okay, I was wrong. Maybe you are ready. Look, Corey told me about you, and because you thought I was cute, and who could blame you? But a real relationship is based on so much more than looks. And if you're old enough to have these feelings, then you should know that.
You are so wise.
Yes, I am.
Please don't tell me.
Wisdom comes from knowing that if you have a relationship based on looks, it's stupid and superficial.
Hi, I'm Topanga's sister.
Hi, I'm stupid and superficial.
Corey called and said Topanga wasn't feeling well. Wanted to come home?
What? No, she...
Oh, I feel bad. It's all right, Eric. You didn't do nothing wrong. Eric, way to go, man. You did the right thing. He did the right thing.
Strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold.
She thought it was cool. Then would you smoke?
In a heartbeat.
Welcome to the world of peer pressure. So he smokes. Do you think that's cool?
I think anyone who smokes is a disgusting pig. I'm trying to quit.
Well, it's not that easy, Minkus. There's all kinds of pressure. I mean, what about alcohol?
Could you use somebody else as an example, please?
He's like, please, I'm getting embarrassed.
Sure.
Corey.
What about alcohol?
What about
What
it?
about drugs?
Hey, calm down, Eric.
I've been there a million times. I know exactly where it is. I'll take you.
Oh, that's too funny.
Attention, mes amis. Si vous plaît, dites-moi français.
Is that French?
Minkus, if we could understand what you were saying, we wouldn't.
Minkus, come on. There's 10 letters here, and you're only using 5 of them.
Au contraire. The final E is silent. The double L is like the Spanish y. They kiss differently, too.
Let me put it this way, boys. The tongue is not silent.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was our episode for today. Season number 1, episode number 14. She loved me, she loved me not. Now, I thought this was a fantastic episode. Again, I thought Eric was phenomenal in this episode. And as I mentioned to you guys before, the messages, man, the messages. First and foremost, Mr. Feeney. Thank God for Mr. Feeney. He was the one who started this whole thing when he was talking to Eric when they were throwing out the trash. I just loved it. I loved what he was saying. He was like, yo, you told them everything good about high school, but you didn't tell them the real stuff about high school as far as what they will be dealing with, what's high school really like. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Eric being Eric, he didn't really think too much about it, but I think after he had that conversation with Topanga and she was clearly upset, visibly upset about it, that, you know, I think he started to realize, like, dang, you're right. I definitely need to talk to these kids again and tell them some more important stuff that they might need to know about when they go to the next high school level. And it was fantastic. I loved what he said to the kids. I thought it was great. It was just an overall good episode, man. And I mentioned to you guys before the messages, man. The messages that Boy Meets World would put across on their platform was just so phenomenal, man. At this time period, oh man, like I wish I had somebody growing up to talk to me like how this show talks to us. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of wish that I grew up. I kind of wish that I grew up while this show was airing, to be honest with you, in like the early 90s. I was born in 95, so I didn't really start watching this show. I mean, I never really watched this show other than episodes here and there up until like way later on in life. You know what I mean? But this show kind of made me wish that I kind of wish that I grew up watching this show. You know what I'm saying? And same thing with Fresh Prince of Bel-Air with Will Smith. I agree with that show as well, where they have some really good points, really good messages that they point across throughout their shows. And, you know, Boy Meets World is really fantastic at doing that. And I do know that later on in the later seasons that the topics get more serious, they get more intense to go over. And I kind of can't wait to get to that point. You know, I can't wait to get there and see what stories they tell us. Like, as I mentioned, I've seen bits and pieces of Boy Meets World. So there may be an episode way later on. I'm talking maybe season 5, maybe season 6 that I may have seen before. You know what I'm saying? And when I do get to that moment, for example, the Halloween episode, yes, I know that's like, in my opinion, the most iconic episode ever. I know that episode. Like, there's moments like that, you know, where I know bits and pieces of what happens. You know what I'm saying? And something that went down here that I did not know happened was the fact that Topanga had a crush on Eric. I never knew that. You know, I always assumed and thought that, again, because I did see bits and pieces of the show way later on in life, I always was left with the impression that it was always Corey and Topanga. You know what I mean? I've always thought that they were the ones that were loved, they loved each other from this point on. You know what I'm saying? I never knew that she had any kind of feelings for Eric. And I think that's cool, though. I think that's fine that we have an episode like this because, you know, someone like Topanga and her age, this stuff like this probably would happen. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, you know? But I wasn't upset with it. I thought it was a really good, strong episode, and I enjoyed it, man. I really, really did. Is there anything else? I was kind of wrong a little bit because I told you guys I thought this episode was going to be revolved around Eric, and it kind of was. It kind of was, but I thought it was more about Eric, you know, wanting to be with somebody that just didn't want to be with him back. You know what I mean? Like, that was what I was getting at when I read the title to this next episode. But it was completely different than what I thought it was. But it was overall a great episode, in my opinion. Eric, Mr. Feeney, of course, was the highlights of the episodes. Let's see. That's just about it, though, ladies and gentlemen. There's not much more to go over. I pretty much went over everything that I would like to go over. So thank you guys once again for tuning in. Feel free to comment down below if there's anything you guys would like to mention or talk about. And I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll see you guys on the next episode of Boy Meets World.